coming there, and it'll be second down.
Ready, play.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A run with Mostert up the middle. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Looking to pass. Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Brady now on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On second down, here's Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on second down, Brady. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Here's Brady to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on third and goal? To throw is Brady. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now there's...
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick-6, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now Brady again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, you can really throw off the play. It looked like he let it go too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second as he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Fournette once more on second down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Now they'll throw with Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having to run patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit from middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Here's Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This for a 4th quarter lead. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, a pretty important sequence here, CD. They were trailing in the second half. The interception gives them the opportunity, and the field goal gives them the lead.
And what a clutch play. You love to see guys come through like that. Now it's their game to lose. Time to get back out there and come through with another big stop.
Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now Brady got to have this one. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the gun, Fournette. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A gain of 15 yards.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Fournette running out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a give to Fournette. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now Tagovailoa. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This is a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He's got room past the 30 and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. It would likely put an end to this thing. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, they go with Mostert again. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert to about the 26 here. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And his kick is indeed good, and that will push the lead up to 5. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me. That's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB. These Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key. I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Miami. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, set. Watch out, man. 52. Black Ultra. Green Jack.
Throwing to start here is Tua. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Tua. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Once again, it's Mostert. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down. If you're thinking along with them, maybe they might be committed to running it all game long.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
22 yards there, a first down. Allen going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
One of the best in the NFL in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that had ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So great field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
A chance for Waddle on the return.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Opposite. Green. Drill green.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me the fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. To return is McKenzie. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Noah Igbinoghene. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. And I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Throwing is Allen on third. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Keon Crossan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Second down and 8.
10 cycles. Check right. Black one. Ready?
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Cook again. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player so as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defensive position, and he just gets taken out.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception, Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before half for Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now Hill to return it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 44, Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Mostert. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time to Mostert. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run with Mostert. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in down to 1 through 3. Watch it 4th down, be able to do it. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Allen now looks to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They try again with Cook. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Miami. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Now Allen, gotta have this one. Touchdown, Bills! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
From the 22, Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Couple of Alabama guys there, Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 68 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daquan Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 15 there as he kept it himself, yet it will still lead to a 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So no problems at all on that one. Virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Here's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But you have to expect in this situation that the defense is going to be playing the perimeter. They don't want any easy passes out there where someone can grab it and step out of bounds. So that was excellent work there to force the incompletion.
One final try here for Allen. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Steal. Check steal.
On 2nd and 10, Tua going for the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins. Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready. You tell it. Go, in.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chase Edmonds, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is a good line stop for him with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss because they're running after the catch. And he goes
into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he gets it up past the 35. Fournette, a first down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun give to Fournette. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow. That ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And a good job defensively. They stop him short at first at the 32. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. A first carry for Rachaad White. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Fournette running out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. From the 22, Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, they were back in the shadows for their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Forced out to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Brady. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And a loose football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady, eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Inside handoff down to Fournette. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake. Brady. Here as he's taken down. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic 3rd and long after that last sack. It's Miller complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. He'll go for it. It's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. This time they stay on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Carlton Davis picks it, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
On second down, Mostert. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Oh, he fakes a spike.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though he threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On play action, now Brady. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. Play action, now it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Mike Edwards picks it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Brady. Out to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On play action, it's Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the turnover, it's Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point, and good by Sanders. That will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. On 2nd and 9, Brady got a man complete to Miller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Brady now on 1st down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. He's able to find Miller. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And Brady will sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Buccaneers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Tua going to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more.
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point up and good by Sanders. It's a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A handoff to Fournette. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Now a give to Mostert running right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's got room. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 13. A big pickup of 38.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So obviously they will decline the penalty there. And the result is 6 points. Back to throw, Brady. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in the tough spot with that interception.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Brady. It's Miller, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. To throw is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.